Happy Saturday everyone, hope your coffee's black and freshly ground and your dippy eggs and sodas are perfectly runny. Welcome to my weekly update and Q&A session, and spoiler alert, this week my weight stayed the same. I go to the gym and my hunger feels like it's back. Stick around and I'll go into all the details. Hello, my name's Mounjaro and I've been taking Mounjaro now for 7 months. I'm currently on 5 milligrams every single Sunday, stick it in my little podgy belly, and I've lost 71 pounds now in just over 7 months. Right, so let's kick things off with my weekly update. And as always, honest, frank, not a medical professional, not giving out advice, purely giving the opportunity to learn from the stuff that I've sort of garnered from the last 7 months, injecting Mounjaro into my podgy belly. It's been an absolutely awful week. Weight stayed exactly the same, so I guess that's a positive that we can take away from it. But I've just really struggled. Food noise has been immense again. Appetite feels like I'm back to square one. It feels terrible. I'm not going to get frustrated with it. I'm not going to do all the stuff that I said I wouldn't do with the January reset, the new year, new me. I'm not doing any of that, I refuse to. But what I do need to do, and this is so important for me, is 1, I need to get myself back on track, and 2, I need to start doing the things that I know work for me, and I've not been doing them. And I'll give it all the big shots in the last videos. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I know what I need to do. I'm going to get back on track. I'm going to track my calories. It's been awful. It's probably been my worst week in 7 months. And I've been incredibly lucky not to put on weight. Got to keep reminding myself that it's not the end of the world. Nothing's gone absolutely terribly wrong. It's not a disaster. Weeks like this are part of the process, aren't they? But I do need to, I want to say get a grip, but I don't mean that. I need to have a word with myself. I need to take myself to one side and have a little chat and say, come on man, Mounjaro, you can do this, you've got this. Otherwise I'm going to start putting on weight. It's as simple as that. The last week has felt like the old me. It's felt like the me that used to exist 7 months ago. Me that was the reason behind starting this Mounjaro journey. I need to get my head around it. I need to get myself sorted and I need to get myself back on track. And I'm aware of that. And that's my plan for next week. Nothing mental's going to happen. No massive surprises. Do the things that you know work for you. And that's what I've got to keep telling myself. And I've taken my foot off the gas. I'm not tracking as well as I was. And I've started maybe snacking a little bit more in between meals than what I should. I know all this. It's now time to sort it out, move forward next week, make it happen. I'm going to turn up next week. I really am. Positives. There was a positive. I've been to the gym twice. Did shoulders and I did chest. Still not done any cardio, but that's coming and it's coming real soon. The chap who I go to the gym with in the mornings, we've both decided we're going to introduce some cardio, and that is happening next week. So when I do next Saturday's weekly update, there'll be photos or maybe even a video of me huffing and puffing on a treadmill. So you can really look forward to that, can't you? Next up is a Q&A session, and I do this every single Saturday, so send in your questions for Saturday's Q&A video, pop them down below in the comments and mark them Q&A, and I will include them in next Saturday's video. Before we get stuck into your questions, just want to say thanks very much for your support of the channel. If you could like this video, if you could subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, it's just one way of sort of making sure you're not alone on your journey. You can watch my videos and you can hopefully learn a little bit from them and take that away, and hopefully it'll help you on your journey as it did on mine when I first started taking Mounjaro too. A quick like quick subscribe, quick hype, quick put your notifications on, check out my affiliate link. If you can do that, it'd be amazing, and I really, really appreciate your support. There is now a members section. I just want to point out that all the main Wednesday and Saturday videos are always going to be on this main channel. There are a few perks to becoming a member, and that is you will get a little bit of behind the scenes stuff, and you will get early access to the Wednesday and Saturday videos. But as I said, and I do need to make this very clear, there's no pressure whatsoever to take out a membership to my channel, and all the important stuff is always going to be right here, always here. Right, Q&A, questions. So some of the questions you've sent in this week, absolutely fantastic as always, and we will start with Wendy Bell, L3K, and she says, you ever had a bruise after a jab? No, I haven't. As I've said earlier in this video, I always stick the needle in my belly, don't feel comfortable doing it in my legs, and I've always worried about sticking it in here because I'm really tender there and I'm not brave enough. Probably 1 week in 3, 1 week in 4, I will get a little rash on my belly, which is itchy for 3 or 4 days. A little bit of antihistamine seems to do the trick, but it's just an irritation more than anything. I do know someone who gets a bruise every single week on their belly, but personally not had that, and I'm guessing it's just an individual thing. Some people do, some people don't, but I wouldn't say it was anything to worry about. But thanks for your question, Wendy, appreciate that. We've got a question from Ian Daniels 5653. Have you any information on the tablets recently seen on TV news replacing injections? Yeah, obviously I've seen the news. I don't know where you are, Ian, but in the UK, not happening yet. Looking at the price point in the US, looks very similar, and it's a daily pill, and they do come in a range of sizes as per the injections, and it sounds like the side effects are very similar as well. But it's also worth noting it is an equivalent to a Wegovy. It's not an equivalent to the Mounjaro, so it's probably not going to be as effective. But to me, if I'm not at goal and I'm not maintaining and I'm still trying to lose weight, which I am, then I would stick to the Mounjaro. When I move into maintenance, which I'm honest doesn't seem to be getting any closer at the moment, I will possibly think about changing to Mounjaro, mostly because it's cheaper, and then if we get the tablets in the UK, I'll see what price point they are and potentially move to them. It all depends on price really, but for now I will be sticking to Mounjaro and possibly moving up a dose. We're not sure yet, we'll have a little think, see how the next week or so goes, and then it might be I need to take the plunge and go up to 7.5 milligrams. But I appreciate your question here, thank you. Next up is Mark Tenney's son, 50. Thanks for all the info, it's great to hear other people's experience. I have a question. Did you find that over the 7 months you've been on your journey, you had a bigger loss at the beginning, or was it slow to start, or has it been steady results for you? I'm currently 1.5 stone down, that is £20 for you American viewers, in 6 weeks, so wondering if it slows down and what to expect in the next few weeks, months. I appreciate everyone is different and there are many factors. Now I think for me, the first 2 to 3 months were probably the most effective. Bearing in mind I stayed on 2.5 milligrams, then went up to 3.75 milligrams after a month because I didn't feel comfortable going up the doses. You always, whenever you do, end of the day, all we're doing is calorie deficit, but the medication is allowing you to get into a calorie deficit in an easier way. However, when you first start a calorie deficit diet or weight loss journey, you always lose weight quicker to begin with because you're losing a lot of water weight. When I first started, I could probably lose 5-6 pounds in a week, and then it slowed down to 4 pounds. Then it probably went down to 3. So as my journey's got longer, the weight loss has got less. I'm guessing part of that is the fact you haven't got so much to lose, so that would come into play. But that's kind of how it's panned out for me. The last, I'm going to say 6 weeks, I really haven't lost any weight at all. It's been, yeah, it's not been great. Again, just to reiterate, we're not panicking, nothing's wrong, it's still working. This is on me, and I know what I need to do. But early days, decent weight loss, middle part of the journey, fairly good. Then, yeah, not great at all for me. Fingers crossed for you, Mark, that you're a little bit more consistent than I've been across the entire journey that you're on. But great question, and I appreciate it. Right, this is a tricky one. So I'm just going to start with your first name, and it is at Pierre, and then I'm going to spell your surname because it is EYQUEM, and I'm not having a go at that. I do apologise, but I'd hate to get it wrong and offend you. So just curious, do you purchase 5mg pens and take 5mg shots, or larger pens such as a 10mg pen and click count to stay on 5mg shots? I do exactly that, Pierre. I buy 7.5mg pen and I click it to get a 5mg shot out of it, which is 40 clicks. I will try and put a screenshot on the video so you're able to count some clicks if you need that information. I will say, however, I'm not a medical professional, and if you decide to do this, you do it at your own risk, 100%. There is a chap, old fat climber, I can never remember which way around it is, and he is the Mounjaro click guru, so it's worth checking out his channel, and I know he has got a link to an amazing click calculator. But if you Google it, if I don't manage to get a copy on the screen, if you Google it and click counter, and it's really, really straightforward to follow. So by doing that, you're saving yourself a little bit of money because you're getting more out of the pen. They say the pen can only last for 30 days in the fridge. By doing a 7.5 and getting a 5, yeah, I'm getting better value for money for the injections. And I'm trying to find that sort of happy medium where it's in the fridge longer than the 30 days, but it's not in there for months and months, and I feel happier and safer to do that, whilst saving a little bit of money. Right, so before I leave you in peace to enjoy the rest of your Saturday, just want to say if your week looked like mine, you're absolutely fine. It's not the end of the world. Progress isn't always about rattling cages and changing the world. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's loud. It's never linear. So if you're in the same position as I have been in this last week, do not panic, do not worry. Nothing needs to be reset. Just do the things that you know work. So if your journey does feel quieter now, that doesn't mean it's going wrong. So that's worth remembering. So quick reminder to like, subscribe, leave any comments down below. If you've got any questions, leave them down below. If you've got a question for Q&A, leave it down below. I have got a bumper video coming out on Wednesday, which will be approximately 11:30 Wednesday morning UK time, and that is going to be my 7-month update video. Yeah, I can tell you're excited too. Now, it's going to cover everything that's happened to me over the last 7 months, good, bad, everything in between. So look out for that one on Wednesday. In the meantime, if you want a little bit of a recap, I will stick a few links on the screen right now. As always, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe.